So today is, well, besides it being Wednesday, and it's the 29th of April. Where did April go? Right? Um,
Where did April go, right? Um,
who is that? I can hear myself
who
echoing
is
back.
that? I can hear
It is
myself
the
echoing back.
International Day of Dance.
It is the International Day of Dance.
You like
Right.
that echo?
You like that, Michael?
I think that's enough share. You've
I
got it out there.
think that's enough. Sure,
So
put it out there.
if you don't want to say it, so Diane,
So,
oh my gosh,
if you don't want to say, so Diane,
I'm
oh
gonna
my
mute you guys
gosh,
just because I'm getting a little echo back. Diane in Montreal, we have Triangle. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Nobody, and you can unmute yourself, by the way, if you want to request something. And the easiest way to unmute yourself, if you have it, is to hold down your space bar and it just temporarily unmutes you, and then you can just say something. But come on, all you want to do today is a triangle? That's all? Hey, Rod, you got to get up and do this class. Just saying.
How about deer?
how about
Oh,
deer?
The deer?
I was going to say that
Deer?
you challenged me when, and it's because it's an area that I need to work on personally anyway. Is the crane, because the balance thing is something that's a
Is it
challenge for me. And
The soaring green.
the soaring crane or the
you
crane
do the
spread wing?
crane more often than anybody else.
Is it soaring crane or crane spreads wings?
Is it soaring crane or crane spread wings?
Maybe we'll do both.
You know what? I don't know the difference.
Let's do
Ah, I like soaring one.
Soaring one.
We're gonna do both.
If you ever, well, I guess you turn off the mics.
Okay,
So if you'd ever hear a crash, you'd know it was me.
that's why I mute everyone.
Right.
I won't let that happen.
Okay, so I'm just going to, that's good, we got it. We can make this happen. I'm going to get our playlist ready. I'm going to invite you to join me in the lounge back here. So I'm going to press this. That looks good. Okay, and I'm just going to change my camera. That looks good. Everybody's there. Oh, move my Facebook friends. So if you've never done this before and you think, what the heck is Heather doing now? Well, we're going to do a little bamboo flow. And it's okay if you don't know what it is. Because what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you what to do. And there's only 2 rules you have to follow, right? Only 2 rules. Imagine, life only needs 2 rules. You can do it seated, you can do it standing, you can do it however you like. First rule is to breathe. So breathe in. And the arms are just going to stretch out to the side. Give yourself a big stretch. And then just let it go. We're going to do that again. Oh, I forgot to say, we'll do 30 minutes today. Breathe in, just for the fun of it. Stretch out to the fingertips. The more flow, the better, friends. Oh, and what's rule number 2? Don't forget. Rule number 2, don't cause yourself any pain. Breathe in. So, if I mention something and it's not the right thing for you, don't do it. Relax. Steve, try not to fall down. Sinking the chi. The arms are going to float up. Palms are going to face in. You're going to wrap your arms around and give that chi a big hug. And then sink. Oh, it's also shrimp scampi day if you're like shrimp. Breathe in. I always have to make up the food, or give you the made up food holiday. I don't make them up. Gather up your chi. Press it down. One more time. Yeah. Breathe in. Breathe in as much as you can, right? What could ever go wrong with breathing too much? Relax. Now think about your feet. If you're not already, take one foot, shoulder width apart, and then open the door. Breathe in. It's like painting the wall. Wax on, wax off. Sink. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time like that. We're just floating. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to go through the whole class. Just floating. Hug that big old tree. Open wide. This hand is going to scoop under and you're going to step on in. You're going to step out and you're going to toss a frisbee. Just gentle, right? Just floating back. Breathe and scoop up the moon. And then just drift it on out there. One more time like that. Breathing in. Breathing out. The bottom hand goes up and meets its friend. We're going to drop. Slide back. Grab a little tiny moon. And then push it forward. Press. Drop. Slide. Breathe in. You can breathe more than I say, right? Press. I don't want you to hold your breath. Drift down one more time. Breathing in. Press. Hands flatten and float back. You're going to turn your palms face up. You're going to cross those 2 points in your wrist. Just right at the crease of your wrist. And then circle open. Perhaps you're serving shrimp scampi. Cross. Exhale. Circle it open. We're just going to wake up our chi, right? One more time. Cross. Give us a circle open. Turn the hands back over. A push. And while you're up there and your weight is shifted forward, take your back foot back a little bit. Make sure you're on train tracks, not a balance beam, because we're going to bamboo. Straight legs, straight spine, straight arms, and reach forward. Fold. Be gentle. It's early. Fold as far as you want. And then bend your front knee. Stretch down through that back heel and pull all that energy up. You sink into a warrior one right there. Just means your front knee bends. Stretch up, long legs. Fold forward. Tail feathers go up. Maybe your arms swing. Maybe they don't. Who knows? Bend your front knee. Reach your back heel down. Make sure your front knee does not go forward of your toes. Pull all that energy up. We want happy knees. Warrior one. One more time. Lengthen it up. Keep breathing. Make it soft. It doesn't have to be hard. Just make it easy. Bend that front knee. Reach your back heel down. Pull that energy up. Maybe make a little Charlie's Angels gun. Bend your front knee and lift your heart up. Maybe you wiggle. Maybe you stay still. It's yours. You get to decide. Let the hands go. Let your fingers sparkle on down. Scoot your back foot in. Give us a pull. Regular and a push. And then slide across the sky. Yahoo! This front hand is going to drop and roll back. Step back if you like. Step out and toss me a little frisbee. Parting the wild mane. So, yogis, we always do everything on both sides. It's our way. Float it on out there. We're trying to achieve balance. Breathe in. I don't know if we ever do. Breathe out. The bottom hand goes up and meets its friend. A regular old pull. A regular old push. Both hands are going to drop. You're going to slide back. You're going to grab onto that little ball of chi. And you're going to push it forward. Drop. Don't forget to breathe. One more time. Just soft. I think today you'll all be about soft. Give me a regular old pull back. Turn your palms face up. Cross those 2 points in your wrist. And then circle open. Too early for martinis, kind of, right? Exhale, cross. Open. Sadly, during our physical ice separation, I've discovered Manhattans. Cross. Circle open. I have good self-control. Turn the hands back over. Give us a push. While you're up there and your waist shifted forward, take your back foot back a little bit. Make sure you're on train tracks so you don't feel like you're going to tip over. Lengthen legs, lengthen arms and spine, and let's fold. Exhale. This is a pyramid pose, more or less. Bend that front knee, reach your back heel back, and pull your energy up. Come to your warrior one. Just go a little soft right there, just bending the front knee. 2 more. Lengthen it up. Here's your exhale, reaching forward and folding. Woo. Bend your front knee, reach down, and you get to draw that energy up from the earth. And sink. One more time. Right, right. Exhale. If you can't take your head below your heart, right, don't do it. Fold. Bend that front knee, reach down, pull it all up. Find your lightning rod before Charlie's Angels gun. Sink into that front knee, lift your heart up, stay still or wiggle. We're never completely still, right? Our blood's always flowing, our breath's always moving. Stretch everything up, breathe in. Let your fingers sparkle on down. Give us a pull, scoot your back foot in a bit. And a push. Turn to the front. Both hands are just going to drop. We'll go into our chi hula. Say super light, like you're caught on a breeze. Over here, fold your middle fingers in. Pop out your chi rock star. Step out. Pivot. Lunge into it and turn, 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 turn. The deer looks behind. Exhale. Inhale, up and over. The deer looks behind and wonders, what the heck happened? Float side to side. That's what I always imagine. Drift. It's like your arms are just feathers. You just got wings. But then they turn into antlers. Pop out your antlers. Chi rock star. Step out. Pivot. Lunge into it. And then reach your top pinky away from your back heel and turn. Turn, turn. Exhale. Inhale. If Facebook let me play regular music, I would play that song for our deer. Float side to side. We're going to do it again because the second time is always so much better. Over here. Pop out your antlers. Stretch your fingers out too. Step out and pivot. And turn. Turn, go slow, maybe a little bit more. Exhale, inhale over. Our spines, we got to keep them moving, right? All of your movement comes from your spine, ultimately. So the more you can keep it moving, supple, flexible, the better you'll be able to move. Pop out your antlers, stretch out your fingers, step out, pivot, lunge and turn. Keep going a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Breath out. Breath in over. Float back. Give me some angel wings, yeah? Up to the side. Elbows halfway down. Drag your shoulder blades down. Stretch up tall. While you're up there, straighten your halo. Grab some chi. Down through the center. Open the door. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hug the big tree. Open wide. This hand is going to drop, float across. You're going to grab onto your cloud and you're going to dance because it's the International Day of Dance. So grab your cloud partner. Switch in the corner. Take a breath. And as you exhale, you float. Don't hold on too tight. You know what happens when you grab onto a cloud too tight? It's like grabbing onto soap bubbles. Just disappears. Breath in. As you float across and breathe out, make a little hook. If you feel like it, lift up your knee. Why not? If you don't feel like it, don't do it. Step out. Single whip, little high five. 2 loops. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more like that. Slide it back. We're going to go into our triangle because it's a really awesome pose. Stretch out your legs, stretch out your arms. This heel goes backwards. These toes point this way, and you reach. Try to keep shining your heart forward. And then you come on back. Maybe you reach backwards. It's not as easy. Reach forwards. Lengthen, lengthen. Don't lock your knees, but have them straight. Come on back. Shall we? Let's do it. Reach forward, 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 forward. Your hand comes down. Wherever it reaches is perfect. If this arm is happy, it reaches up to the sky. And you think, long legs, long spine, long arms. The neck is part of your spine. Make it long too. Rotate that whole arm in the socket. There you are, waving at yourself. 3 circles if you want. Reach. First you go down. And then when you breathe in, you turn your heart upwards to the sky. 2 more. Reach, reach, reach. There's an exhale. When you inhale, open up some space. 1 more time. Reach. Make this the biggest circle so far. All points on the circle. Open. Now pause. Bring some energy up from the arches of your feet. Lengthen everything out and expand just by softening. Look down. Bend your front knee. The top arm is going to pull you up. It's going to float across. You're going to grab onto your cloud partner again. A little more dancing. Slide. Breath and switch. If your feet, like mine, I always go a little far apart. You can scooch them closer together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, of course, we're going to do the other side. If you're ready, when you come over here, make a little hook. If you're in the mood, you lift your knee up. You never have to do what you don't want to do. Step out. At least not in this class. 2 loops. Breathe in. Sometimes in life you gotta do what you don't want to do, but not here. 1 more time. Breath in. Breath out. Get ready. Stretch everything out straight. Take that heel backwards. These toes point this way, and you reach in that direction as far as you can. And then you say, that's good, I'm coming back. Then we do it again. Reach. Lengthen those legs out. Come on back. This time, we'll go for it, right? Reach, 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 reach. This hand doesn't matter where. Put it wherever it feels the best. Then the other arm, if it's happy, opens up to the sky. Take that moment to lift the arches and lengthen the spine and the legs and the arms and make it feel good. Then rotate that whole top arm. There you are. 3 circles. Reach across the world. Then down. The inhale opens you up. 2 more. Reach. Exhale. Inhale, make it bigger. Open. Last one, biggest one so far today, right? Reach. Exhale. Huge circle. Open it up. Turn that heart upwards. Lengthen everything out by letting it lengthen out, not making it lengthen out. Feel expansive. Look down. Bend your front knee. Pull that top arm up. Turn towards the front. Wrap your arms around some chi. Let it go. Float up. Hug the big tree. And melt. Open the door. Breathe in. And then hug the big tree. Open wide. This hand is going to scoop under, so we're going to gather up our wings. This is crane spreads wings. Float to the side. Toe tap in the front. Spread your wings. This hand's going to scoop under. Gather up your wings. Step in. If you can't figure out the feet, just do the arms. Land. Again, scoop under. Step in. It's like you're floating. And then you say, ta-da! Lengthen, get tall, and take a bow. Needle at the sea bottom. Lengthen out your tail feathers. And then breathe in and float up. Scoop this hand under. Switch sides. Gather up your wings. Land. Lengthen a little taller. Take your bow. Reach those toes forward. Breathe in, float up. Scoop under, switch sides. So you gather up your wings. You're just floating. You land. Spread your wings. Get a little taller. Take your bow. Exhale. As you breathe in, float up and scoop up some chi on your way up. And press it down into this standing leg, and we go to our rooster. Stands on one leg, but this leg is so light. It's all good. Doesn't matter how high you go. Switch sides. Scoop it up. Gather up your wings. Land. Get a little taller and take your bow. Breathe in, float up, scoop up some chi on your way up. Press it down into this leg. So much energy down into this leg. This leg just floats. Right? It's the magic of the chi. Switch sides. Scoop it up. Land. Lengthen, get light. Take your bow. Exhale. Breathe in and float up. We're going to do one rooster. So press down, the knee floats up. Then we're going to do a modified hand to big toe, but we're not going to do our big toe. Float up, grab onto this knee, or you can hold on underneath if you want. If you want, you can grab onto your big toe and do the big toe. Now open to the side. Other arm extends. And you can look down that long arm if you want. Steve, I don't hear you crashing. Boom. Come back to the center. Hold on underneath. Extend your leg out. And then let go. What could go wrong? Scoop it under. Switch sides. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Lengthen it out. Take your bow. Ballerina bows. Breathe in, float up. Grab up your chi. One rooster. Press. I like to breathe out. See what you like. And float. And then our modified hand to big toe. So knee floats up. You can hold on to the knee. You can do the toe if you want. And then gently move slow. Open the knee out to the side. And if you want, turn your head and look down your arm. You don't have to. Turn back to the center. Take your time. Grab on underneath. Extend that leg out. Let go. Float it down. Hug the big tree. Sink the chi. Float up. Wrap the arms around. Let it go. Open the door. Float up. And float down. Your arms are going to float up halfway. Shifting over to one leg. Sink. This is crane takes flight. Arms halfway, knee just floats up a little bit. We're just building it up. And then you sink. Then if you're ready, go for the full flight. Lift the knee as high as you can. The arms float up. Maybe the backs of your hands touch. They don't have to. And then you melt down. Shift legs. Just the arms halfway. Breathe in. Stretching out your wings. And then halfway, halfway. The arms part way. The knee just to test flight. You float up. Trying it out. Seeing what you think. What do I think of this flying thing? I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go for it. Up as high as you can. Maybe your hands touch. Go a little higher. What could go wrong? Just don't cause yourself any pain, remember? Back to that first side. Just the wings. And then Don't hold your breath. Halfway, halfway. Holding your breath causes tension. We're trying to get rid of that, right? Relax. We're just dancing. Float all the way up, as high as you feel.
Shut up and sit down.
Don't sit down. Sink. One more time. Just the arms. Float. And melt. Test flight. Halfway, halfway. Drift. And melt. Okay, here it goes. Go for it. If you haven't gone for it yet, just go a little bit more. As high as you can. And then take your time sinking it down. Oh, sinking the chi. Float up. Grab on. Take your feet a little bit wider. And melt right there. Over the top. Scoop it up. Press down. Cross the wrists. Sweep. Open. Expand. Brush the hands past the chin. Exhale. How low do you go? Make sure your knees are happy. Pull some chi in. Exhale. Shoulders melt. Over the top. Scoop it up. Press down. Cross the wrists. Sweep. Open wide. Stretch. Brush past the chin. Send some chi out.
Shut up.
Bring some back for yourself. Press down, soft. One more time. Over the top. Squeeze those glutes. Sink. Cross the wrists. Open. That's the personal trainer in me. And press forward. Exhale. Pull some chi in. Press it down. Shoulders don't have to do anything. Over the top. Breath in. Open the door. Scoot your feet in. And melt. Hug the big tree. Open wide. This hand's going to float across and you're going to make two loose fists. And you're going to drag thunderclouds across the sky. Breathe in over here. It's dancing with the thunderclouds because it's spring. Breath in. Breath out. It's still soft as a cloud. They're just got extra chi. Float across and this time step in. Hands drop. Scoop up some of that chi-ness. Throw it up there. Let it rain. Step it with a push. The clouds always part, so let's gaze at the moon. Lift. Lengthen your spine as if your head could touch the moon. And then sparkle your fingers down through the stars. A pull and a push. Two loose fists. Go back to your thunderclouds. Breathing in and breathing out. See if you can go a little softer. Just like a tiniest hint. Right? Are you ready? It's going to rain again. It's spring. Step in. Hands drop. Grab some extra chi. What the heck? Throw it up there. Let it rain. Step on out with a push. The clouds always part, and when they do, gaze up at that moon. Lengthen. Keep lengthening. The top of your head reaches so tall. And then sparkle those fingers. One pull. One push. Open to the center. Stretch wide. Hug the big tree. Sink. I think we got time for an opening the heart. What do you think? Float up. Wrap your arms around the chi. Press it down. We're making a package. Buddha belly in the front. Float up. Scoop up as much chi as you can. Oh my goodness. Float it up to the heart. Shoulders drop. Over the top. Scoop up some extra ribbons and bows. Press it down tight, 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 tight into a tight little package. Pick someone. Float up and make a diamond shape with your hands. And then press. Send that package of chi, love, and goodness out into the world. Send it through your fingers and your elbows. Imagine you're Spider-Man and it's shooting at your wrists and you're just shooting it right from the bottom of your feet all the way out. And then, yes, angel wings, breathe in. Elbows halfway, shoulders soften. Stretch up so tall, straighten your halo. Needs constant straightening. Open the door, breathe in, and then do that one more time. Big breath. Fill your body with fresh air and then let it soften. At the bottom, cross your wrists. Big circle. Lift up the center. If your shoulders are happy, give us a big open circle. Sunshine. Cross. Big circle. Lift. Open. Next one. Just shoulder height. Yep. Float up. Drift apart. Little one of your feet of your choice. Step on in. A little bow for my friends. And ta-da! We did it again. Can you imagine? It just keeps happening. I don't know how that keeps happening. So come on down. Let me just grab my bits and bobs. Let's come down here. Oops. Facebook comes back. There we go. And you guys down here, I gotta change your camera. There we go. Okay. How's everyone feeling now?
Good.
Okay. Well, thumbs up. Larry, how you feeling? I'm glad to see you're still up and kicking.
Lightly stretched.
What's that?
I feel lightly stretched, and I kept imagining that your gray thing that you're wearing at certain angles looked like Batman's wings.
Batwoman.
Sorry.
I could totally fly in this thing. Are you kidding me? Dun, da, da. That would be fabulous. So I'm just going to mute you guys just for a second. If you want to tell me something, you can always unmute yourself. But it just stops with the background noise. So today it is the International Day of Dance. And if you got up and did the Tai Chi, well, technically, then you did a dance. So you celebrated. And what's funny is the holiday calendar that I look at for the International Day of Dance picture, they have it must be in China, like 1,000 people doing Tai Chi. So there you go. It's Tai Chi Day, technically, in my idea. It's also Shrimp Scampi Day. And did you know, on this day in 1913, the zipper was invented? Who knew these things? I don't know. It's the year of curiosity. We're going to figure all this stuff out. It is the 29th of April. There's only 53 days left until spring. Or no, summer. We're in spring. It's the 41st day of spring. 53. We're almost halfway through spring. Time, even though we're all home, well, I think most of us are home. Some of us are still working. But there's a large number of people who aren't working. And I don't know, time doesn't seem to have slowed down at all for me. I'm as busy as ever, which is kind of good, I guess. Later today, if you want some more stuff, Jeanette, who does one of the Chi Bed Tales, is doing Chair Fit at 3:30 Eastern Time in the studio. And if you don't know what the studio is, you send me a message and I'll tell you. What else am I supposed to tell you today? Nope, that's all the holidays I'm going to tell you today. There's always more holidays than I tell you, but some of them are just like, somebody made that up. But truthfully, they're all made up. So while we're stuck, waiting for this strange and wonderful world to sort itself out, we're just going to keep flowing our chi, right? We're just going to keep doing what we can do. And I was speaking with one of my students, and we're hoping that at the end of this, because right now the good things are happening. You know, pollution is clearing. People are helping each other. They're like, oh, you can't get to the grocery store? I can bring you some foods. In some ways, people seem to be nicer. Maybe there's just less stressed out. So, let me just do this thing. I'll tell you in a minute, Mary. So I'm going to say that I'm hoping that when we go back to whatever the new normal is, that we can still be nice to each other and still, you know, have more animals and more fresh air and more of the things that make us healthy and happy, right? So Mary asked me what the studio was. So I'm going to actually just post it over here in the, what's this called? The chat box. So you can go and I'll post the website over there, and then you can click it, and then you can, it'll take you over if you want to look at it. There you go. So we have 3 guidelines to help us have a super amazing, awesome day. Yes, T, this is my dancing shawl. T says this is my dancing shawl. 3 guidelines to have an awesome day. 1, I'm going to unmute you guys because it's more fun when I can hear you. 1, do something that makes you happy. Obviously, dancing the chi, dancing, moving, grooving, all of that makes me happy. And number 2, virtual hugs for my friends, because right now there's no live hugs for anybody, sorry. And number 3, when crap happens, because crap is going to happen sometimes. Like yesterday when my internet kept failing. What did I do? We just restarted, and then we kept on with our flow, right? You just go with the flow, my friends.
Yep.
I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you're keeping yourself healthy and happy.
And you too, Heather.
Thank you, Lillian. And I hope I see you again very, very soon, right? Peace, my friends. Steve, I'm glad to see you're still upright.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Heather.
See you later, you guys.
Bye.
Take care.